Welcome to Lesson 2.5 Regulatory Compliance in Data Use. In this lesson, we'll explore how regulatory frameworks such as GDPR, CCPA, and HIPAA shape responsible AI data practices. By the end of this lesson, you'll understand how global data regulations apply to AI workflows, explain mechanisms for consent, data minimization, and lawful processing, interpret EU AI Act Article 10 and its data governance mandates, and maintain records of processing activities (ROPA) for AI data sets. So let's begin. Global data regulations in AI. AI workflows inherently depend on large datasets, many of which contain personal or sensitive information. Frameworks like the EU's GDPR, California's CCPA, and the US HIPAA for healthcare data each establish rules around how such data can be collected, processed, and shared. GDPR's scope is the broadest, covering all entities that handle EU citizens' data, while CCPA focuses on consumer transparency and opt-out rights. HIPAA adds stringent medical data controls. For AI systems, compliance must extend across the full data lifecycle, ensuring lawful collection, protected processing environments, and compliant sharing or deletion practices. Mapping compliance to AI workflows. Compliance should not be an afterthought. It must be engineered directly into AI workflows. During collection and labeling, organizations should minimize identifiable data and document consent. Under GDPR, data processing requires a lawful basis, such as legitimate interest or explicit consent, which must be justified for training AI models. Once data enters the pipeline, regional access restrictions should apply, ensuring that EU data, for example, remains within compliant boundaries. Finally, deletion and retention policies should be automated, guaranteeing that expired or withdrawn data is permanently removed from the training corpus. Consent and data minimization. Under GDPR and similar frameworks, consent represents a cornerstone of lawful data use. Individuals must know exactly how their data will be used, including for AI training or fine tuning. The principle of data minimization reinforces this by requiring that only essential information be processed, no more. In practice, AI teams should design consent flows that are transparent and revisable. Dynamic consent mechanisms enable users to update preferences over time, while granular opt-outs let them exclude certain data uses. These controls not only fulfill regulatory obligations, but also strengthen public trust, an increasingly valuable asset in AI governance. EU AI Act Article 10 Data Governance. Article 10 of the EU AI Act is a milestone in global AI regulation. It mandates that high-risk AI systems must be trained, validated, and tested on high-quality datasets that are relevant, representative, and free from bias. Organizations must document the origin of datasets, the methods used for cleaning or labeling them, and the steps taken to mitigate potential discrimination. Moreover, traceability is essential. Every data source and pre-processing step must be auditable by regulators. This transforms data governance into a compliance obligation, not just a best practice, bridging the gap between ethical AI aspirations and enforceable accountability. ROPA for AI datasets. A record of processing activities, or ROPA, is a structured log required under GDPR Article 30, detailing how personal data is processed within an organization. For AI, this record must evolve to cover model-specific activities, such as which datasets were used for training, who accessed them, and for what purpose. It should also track retention schedules, recipients, and potential data sharing across systems. Maintaining an AI-specific ROPA allows auditors to trace compliance from data ingestion through, through to model deployment, ensuring visibility and accountability at every stage of the pipeline. Compliance by design practices. Compliance by design extends the security by design philosophy into the realm of privacy and legal adherence. In modern AI operations, compliance must be continuous, not periodic. Embedding checkpoints across data ingestion, model training, and deployment stages ensures that violations are detected early. Automated systems can monitor consent validity, flag expired data, and update ROPA entries dynamically. Coordination between data scientists, engineers, and privacy officers is critical during model release cycles to ensure all documentation is current and defensible. When compliance becomes an integral part of the workflow, organizations move from reactive compliance to proactive governance. And now for the key takeaways. GDPR, CCPA, and HIPAA define AI data obligations across jurisdictions. Consent, minimization, and documentation form the foundation of lawful AI. EU AI Act Article 10 formalizes dataset quality and traceability. And finally, ROPA provides ongoing accountability across AI pipelines.